great players down for so long. You give them a couple of chances, you give them a sliver, you give them, the door open barely, and they will certainly take advantage of that. And our puck drop brought to you here by Country Financial as well. The Pep Band is here as well. You're going to hear them in the background here tonight. So a festive atmosphere, and we're underway first period, and the Huskies wearing the skating Husky, Gino.
Love that logo. Old school throwback.
Rosborough, and quick shot, and that one almost snuck past Jacob Fowler as we now, and we've got some
crawl down the middle, shoot between the tops of the circles. Unfortunately, it was overturned.
If I know Gavin Thorson, that probably just makes him hungrier to try and get one here tonight. Powell, the veteran defenseman, left side shot.
He's a rabid Husky is what this kid is.
Ryman lost an edge along his end wall here for St. Cloud. Not yet out. James Hagens. Little wraparound attempt by Leonard to get it out in front. It's up into the air and grabbed by Posh.
I don't looks simple. Everything looks like right there. He just caught that puck like it was nothing because he knew exactly where to be. He is calm under fire, and that's what every coach and every player wants to have as their backstopper.
Tyson Gross did not get an assist on that goal by Damon Gardner last night, but he was a big part of it because he was in there forechecking, just didn't touch the puck. In tight, there's a good look, and Posh slams the door with Leonard and Perreault, that dangerous line. Hagens at Stonehill in his first year, and they just picked up their first program shutout last night, beating St. Lawrence 4-0.
That's impressive. Good for them.
Long
I'd love
pass.
to see the game expanding.
Yes. Here's Falk. Stonehill in their third season as a Division I program. With what now, 63 teams in Division I?
63. We were at 65 a few years ago, maybe 60. You know what? I'm not a numbers 60. Guy. I'm not a numbers guy.
James
we got
Hagens.
Lindenwood. We got Augustana, so there's three right there.
No doubt about that. St. Thomas is a recent ad. Did you mention Long Island?
I did not mention the Sharks of Long Island. I believe that's their name, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Wonderful logo. Ralph off the glass. 1-0 Huskies. We passed the 7-minute mark of the first period. Hershuk, long pass, a little bit too far for Leonard. Mark Wahlberg in the movie with Jack Nicholson, The Departed. Did it not? Did that not just sound like Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg. Did you say Mark Wahlberg?
I might have.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand it if it was Mark Wahlberg right there.
It was, I closed my eyes and I swear I was
there were a lot of W's in there.
Yeah.
A lot of A's.
So 1-0 Huskies. Werner Minnetian, his first goal of the season, 6th point of the season from Brnovic, who stole the puck back behind the net, and he found a streaking Minnetian in the slot at 4:59. Here come the Huskies back with Gardner, who scored last night. 2 goals on the season for Damon. Gives it to Gross from the outer half of the near circle. And it's gobbled up by Jacob Fowler.
Right there, that's not that big of an issue. However, if he's left-handed, he's got his back facing Brnovic, and that's going to be a roughing 9 out of 10 times.
Power play for Boston College. They get the reversal left side, shot by Jelvik. Deflects up and out of play.
Across the top of the circles, virtually load up and shoot it with no dust off, and they did that to perfection. However, we have Isaac Posh in net.
Eamon Powell slides in, shot off the arm, maybe the top of the blocker there of Posh, and he pushes it out of the zone. That was off him hard. Here's Gabe Perreault. Perreault sharing the team lead in goals coming in with Will Vogt. They each have 4. Vogt only scored 1 goal last year in his freshman year, but was injured and did not play the second half of the season. So I asked Coach Greg Brown, was this kind of production from Will Vogt a little bit of a surprise? He says, no, he just didn't have a chance last night or last season to kind of get into the scoring mode and find his touch. Huskies find the puck here and they rifle it out to neutral. James Hagens, we talked a lot about it last night. Many people think he'll be the #1 overall pick, thus 20 or more scouts here tonight. Keith Tkachuk was there last night. We got Barry Trotz here tonight.
They're here tonight too as well.
Yeah.
Yes, both of them.
Recognizable National Hockey League faces. Even I can recognize some of these guys.
A couple Hall of Famers, no big deal.
James Hagens in low here to Stiga. Final 35 seconds of the power play here for Boston College, and they misconnect up. Available now at nchc.tv. Ryan Leonard. 29 shots on goal in the season entering tonight for Leonard, and that's more than twice than anybody else on his team.
Wow.
The guy shoots the puck.
That is impressive. That's a guy that wants the puck on his tape, and you know what? Passers are a dime a dozen. It's really tough to find a guy that wants to shoot the puck as often as that. So they're going to try and hold on to him as long as they possibly can, but it probably won't be for very much longer.
Leonard and Perreault each had 60 points last season, and they didn't even lead their team, which is amazing. They're still top 4 in the country, though. Tied for 4th of those 60 points. Eagles break out. They're having a hard time doing that against the Huskies. Forecheck here. Gasso over to the left side, and Posh makes a save. Loose puck. It is still loose and free. As Leonard was there, Hagens was there, cleared down by the Huskies, but Posh again moving so well and keeps it 1-0.
Plead all you want to. Yep. Maybe you get some leeway on the next call, but that call, it ain't happening.
Same thing works with speeding tickets.
I would not know. I would not know. I drive under 55.
So Wiley in the box, 2-minute minor. Here's the power play for Boston College. They're second of the game. They're 0 for 1. And the Huskies on a Legends Bar and Grill penalty kill here, leading it 1-0. And they push it back the other way. And mentioned the Eagles last night with a shorthanded goal. Huskies would love to get a shorty here tonight, looking for their first one of the season. Loose puck up high. Perreault to the left side. Leonard let one go, and that one deflected wide of Posh. Back up
like
to Perreault.
A different team right now, Jim. St. Cloud State is just, their chemistry is beautiful. Defensive effort-wise, everything.
Boy, did they defend Jelvik there. No chance of receiving that pass in the high slot. The Eagles bring it back in, swinging around to Eamon Powell. Back to the point. Perreault has to go back to neutral to restart, and the power play nearing a minute left to go. Tipped back. Powell. 4th scoring defenseman in the nation last year with 38 points. Powell to the dot, blocked by the Huskies. Back to Powell again. Huskies last night, 6 block shots. In low, Leonard behind the net, coming in as Perreault. Got more ice than puck, it appeared. Perreault gets it back up for Powell. Near side, one-timer in on Posh, and he makes the save on James Hagens. And they'll let that one go. Boston College, they've got a little bit of a target on a couple of the Huskies' aggressive players in Grant Ashan and Gavin Thorson, it appears, here tonight, trying to prevent those guys from doing what they do so well.
But the beauty of it is that's already taken them off their game because they are focusing on those 2 individuals. So what they're doing is working.
Oh, look at Leonard. Stick handling, dangling through traffic, sends it wide. Reiner is trying to grab it there from Perreault. Up to the point, Hagens, Michael Hagens, the older brother of the Hagens boys, under a minute left to go first period. Huskies 1-0, shots 11-7 in favor of the Eagles. Having the 2 power plays have helped that certainly. Wrist shot left side, Michael Hagens sends it high. Rebound to James Hagens, tipped away Ryman, 3-on-3 at neutral. And Gardner will dump it in. Trying to harvest another goal here tonight. Again, he's doubled his career total here. Early on in the season, 8 games in, getting his second one last night, and he's been close to some others here this weekend.
He keeps planting those seeds. Good things are going to happen.
Somehow they held it in, and a pinball wizard. A ball. Savings account to life after retirement. We're Deerwood Bank. We are where you need us. Some call it Minnesota Nice. We call it Deerwood Nice.
Love it. You mentioned the Torpedo, which is a spectacular name, but right now he's Gavin Thorne in the side right now as well.
Big time. Huskies are going left to right here in period number 2. Boston College has the puck to start out, opening 30 seconds of the second period. Eamon Powell across, knocked down with a glove. Fortescue. Back over to Powell. Had an assist last night. Reversal. Fortescue out in front, loose puck, bodies. Posh goes down, and Jack Ryman picks up the loose puck. Just a little flip, an over-the-shoulder catch by Fortescue, but then he tried to fire it, and it should be icing, and it is on Boston College. 53 seconds in, one
driving the crease. However, Cooper Wiley, as if we haven't said that kid's name enough this year, was right there front and center to body out. Perreault, unfortunately, he did it into Isaac Posh, but he's a sturdy big boy who can handle this game.
Reiner's up to Gross, and that's several rows up here right in front of us. For this Bosquist, Vogt, who was serving the penalty, he's out of the box. And their penalty kill continues at 100% on the season. Boston College 11 of 11
It's a shame. It was such a solid start for St. Cloud State. They did the exact opposite of what they did the last night, and even against Augustana. I'll go with 2 weekends in a row where they were pretty much stagnant. They're just too stationary on the power play. There was a whole lot of movement and action that created 2 good goal-scoring opportunities for St. Cloud State when they were moving. The second that they stopped, whether they were tired or whether they got complacent.
A shot, centered it out in front, and Rosborough took a swing at it and sent it wide.
It doesn't matter what the excuse is. They got to keep that movement going.
Here's Perreault. Wanted to drop it for James Hagens. He does. Perreault, cross-ice pass penalty coming up here on the Huskies. Quick shot down low off the stick of Skahan. Huskies will touch. And Boston College will get their 3rd power.
Take a stab at it, of which they did, but not enough to keep it in the zone or get it out of harm's way. And that would have been a nice 2-on-1. However, Werner had been out there for too long and was in desperate need of a change.
It's Perreault coming back to the way. 1st round pick of the New York Rangers. Here comes Stiga, the 1st rounder.
Oof.
Out in front, and a floating puck. Ryan Leonard sends it in on Posh.
I've got your back. And right there, had Josh Litke not been there, not only can he A, load up, but B, he's got Teddy Stiga sitting on the top of the crease for a pass, one-time goal as well, or opportunity.
Perreault wanted to go backdoor and a cross crease pass from the near side wing. Perreault gets it back as was defended out to Stiga. His stick was tied up by Asham, but it's not out. Held in by Powell. Off of traffic in front of Posh and rung down along the near side wall all the way down. Fowler saying he'll do the breakout honors, and instead he'll just push it up ahead for Eamon Powell. Final seconds of the power play. It's Powell across the line for the Eagles. Met there by Zinger in the near corner. Ryman set to come out of the box. He is. Huskies 3 for 3 on the penalty kill here tonight. They keep it 1-0. BC with a 13-9 shots advantage here. Just one shot on goal in that power play. They get this one to the net, and they'll tie it up at 1.
Former Eagles. Between these two teams, 27 former players earned opening night spots. Gino, any other former Huskies that you know that have played in the NHL? Anyone?
Do I know some
few
that have played? Are we talking past tense? We talking? I mean, we can go back to Freddie Knipschier days if you really want to go that deep. I mean, Frankie Brimzik. We've got some legends of the Huskies if you want to go back that far. But Brett Hedekin, Mark Parrish, Matt Cullen, Tyler Artisan, Cup of Tea, Doovie Westcott. Here you go.
Long feed Perreault. He's 1-on-1 with Litke getting back and then trailing the play. Big save by Posh. As James Hagens was the 3rd man in, trailing the plate. He got the puck right out in front.
It's just the human highlight reel. Isaac Posh right there. What a terrific play by Perreault. Shake and bake on the defender there. Good recovery by St. Cloud State. But they needed Isaac Posh again.
One of those former
assuming Huskies team.
Ralph battling there with Leonard, and Boston College had the loose puck. Perreault, one of the guys you don't want skating all alone in on your goaltender, but the Huskies slammed the door on him. Pass ahead, Ryman too far, icing on.
As one unified front, which is spectacular to see, and that's what you need if you want to play against a top 10 team in the nation, let alone a top 2 team in the nation.
Ryman's been used a couple of times here tonight and last night on the faceoffs. I think he won 2 of them last night. Boston College, though, got to this one here. They're moving around like they're on the power play. Hagens a shot here, 4-on-4 off of traffic, kept alive by Stiga. Fortescue. Drop pass to Powell, the goal scorer here tonight for Boston College. Tied it at 1. He gives it to Stiga, brings it in the middle. And somebody got a piece of his stick. Puck gets up in the corner. Stiga then took a hit into the glass. Ralph the other way. Both teams back at full strength. Back to 5-on-5. Long feed. Stiga's got it. Hagens to the net. Here comes Stiga. Toe drag shot went blocker side and went wide. Ooh. He tried short side. Thorson up and out. Penalty coming up here. It's a slash. Thorson was bodies out in front and cleared down by Boston College, and that'll do it for the Huskies. Penalty, power play, and the penalty. And the power play for Boston College, or the penalty kill for Boston College, remains perfect. The Huskies had 1 shot on that power play, 3 shot attempts. Puck out of play into the bench area. 0 for 2 Power play wise here tonight, that means the Boston College penalty kill is 12 for 12.
You're seeing movement, though. This is a significantly different power play than we've seen the last, I would go so far as to say, 4 games by St. Cloud State. They are not stagnant. They're not stationary. They're moving the puck around as much as possible. No, thank you, referee. That was very nice.
Yeah, stop the puck. Ralph comes the other way on the attack. Colin Ralph forced wide. Gustafson into the corner along with Ralph. And it's Ryman along the end wall here for the Huskies. Gustafson on him. Rosborough having to deal with the official. And then Gustafson takes him out along the end wall, and it's pushed ahead. Leonard to center, makes a nice move, somehow got through 2 defenders and picking up the puck and going wide, James Hagens. All of a sudden, there's Hagens right out in front.
Wide open, 2-on-0, Jim.
Yep. Colin Ralph dumped in, stopped. No, Fowler faked like he was going to stop it. Gives it to Skahan, who then gives it up to the Huskies. To Bernovic, who feeds it up to Hall. Shot saved by Fowler. Had to readjust his glove. Bernovic in the middle, Minnetian off a leg. Comes back to the blue line, held in St. Cloud. Wiley, Litke shot, saved by Fowler. And the rebound near corner.
So smooth.
Hagens gets a stick on it, kicked around, comes to the slot area. Michael Hagens off the wall. Litke and a bouncing puck holds it in.
What
Fowler.
a sequence, Jim. This is insane.
Boston College has got to be tired. Will this go all the way down for an icing?
Nope.
No, they waved it off. Wiley goes in along the end wall. Back the forward and winger to help support in his own zone. Final 30 seconds of the second period. It's kind of a choppy second period, as Coach Brett Larson said himself, but it's certainly picked up here in the last 5-6 minutes. Try the backdoor feed down the slot. Eagles tracking it down. Reach there by Leonard. Leonard into his own zone. Stops on a dime. Plays it up ahead. Minnetian to the Husky line. 10 seconds left. In deep for Litke here for St. Cloud, wearing the skating Husky. He has it stolen away. Leonard, right side.
Oh,
shot,
my goodness.
With 1 second left.
As if he is going to go there, and then he drops his elbow to trap that puck between the arm and the body. Truly.
The puck is down in a 1-1 game. Final 20 minutes here, Gino. And we had quite the finish. Kind of a choppy first half of the second period. But in the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of that second period, things really heated up. And again, that's Boston College in the maroon. Jack Ryman throws his body in the corner. That creates a turnover. Here's a Sean with a shot off a leg. Ends up back to Wiley. Huskies in the opening shift. Wiley has it pickpocketed by Hagens. Then a Sean ends up getting it back from Powell. Powell, the goal scorer here tonight for Boston College. Tied it at 1 last period. Huskies led 1-0 after scoring in the first, and Rosborough ran right into the referee. That gave the puck up to Leonard. He glides along the blue line. Wow. Gives it then to Hagens, a little bit behind him. Over to his brother Michael.
No
front, scrambling, saved by Posh. Puck is still loose to his right, and he collects it and corrals it in for a face-off in the. Then it's the Eagles. Headman pass, Minnetian off of his stick. Back to the Huskies now. Carl Folk swung around Zinger. Zinger last week, 2 goals against Augustana. And Posh almost fell backwards into the net. BC gets back to the puck. Gardner. BC rated number 2 in the nation. Runner-up last year to Denver in a 2-0 national championship game thriller. Gross had it poked away. He did not have numbers. Powell got a stick on it. And then the pass ahead for Perreault doesn't connect. It'll be icing. And it is here against Boston College. 17:09.
Truly special. They definitely believe in you as a person and a player, which is the most important attribute you can have.
And they've got speed coming back. Powell along with Perreault. Perreault back to Powell. Did not connect. Huskies in along the wall. James Hagens. This top line seeing a lot of time. Hagens centering Leonard and Perreault. One of the best lines in the country. You've got Denver, Boston College, Minnesota, Michigan State among those teams in the top 4. Loose puck. All alone is Perreault. Tries to dance and he tucks it in. Oh my, and it's 2-1. Huskies get it in deep, but it ends up in the corner. Aiden Hershuk, one of the 12 draft picks on the roster here for Boston College. Pass too far for Minnetian. And it's Ralph
Good
spinning
job,
around
Colin.
off the glass.
Wow.
And Colin Ralph, the freshman, plays it up ahead.
That's a
Ryman
hold.
had his stick tangled up
Definitely.
and grabbed.
Definitely a
Tied up under the arm of Minnetian, it looked like. And now Ashan throws his body. Solid check in on Minnetian, and he's going in there against Leonard. Things really heating up here. Frustration here in the building. That Ryman
23 season. James Hagen comes from the United States National Team Development Program, which has produced BC standouts like Matt Boldy, Marshall Warren, and Cutter Gaudier. And the brothers come from Mount St. Charles Academy. The East Coast, Shattuck St. Mary's. Gino, is this brother tandem going to shake things up in the East Coast Conference, kind of like you and Mark did in the WCHA?
They might have a little bit more offensive prowess. I tell you what, but it was an awfully
Well, I think
soft
they called
slash.
it a hook. I think they called a hook. Yeah, hooking.
So
So-
maybe it was before that, but I tell you what, it was awfully soft, Rick, if that was the case, because he had full possession. The problem that I have with that play is that instead of taking two or three strides just to gain the blue line, he just flat-footed and got stuck in the trolley tracks and tried to make a soft sauce pass that got intercepted. You've got to pass the puck hard when you're playing against a skilled hockey team.
So Powell sets it up. Perreault across the ice for James Hagens. Tipped away from him in the corner. And it's Stiga. Hagens. Nearing 11 minutes left here, the third period. Like I said, big penalty kill here for the Huskies. So far, so good tonight. 3 for 3 in the penalty kill. Powell scored the first goal of the game. Hagens cross ice off of bodies. Picked up, shoveled by Hall, but not out. Couldn't get enough on it. Back to Perreault in the middle. Here's Leonard off the glass. What a wrist shot that is. And Litke finds a seam, sends it down. Fowler, long pass up ahead to the Husky line. Back to Leonard through the crease and wide.
That's a pass
Huskies
off
are
the
full
pass
strength.
right there.
Gross is out of the box. And it stays 2-1 Boston College. Huskies have bodies going to the net. Gardner, though, couldn't find it. And he was turned the other way. Another long stretch pass for Leonard. But he got turned around and comes in on draw. And it ends up back to the point. Held in by Powell. Reversal to the near side shot. Hagens tried to slap it out in front as he was finding his way deeper back behind the net. Abilities in a variety of difficult environments. To learn more about JD Home Healthcare, visit jdhealthcare.net today. Ralph Ports, Ethan Aucoin, you mentioned in the lineup for the first time here in a while. He had an injury, then he's been ready, but he hasn't played since the third game of the season against Bemidji. Thrown in deep, Ports with a big hit into the corner. Coyne picks up the loose puck. Double teamed. Solquist finds the puck up to the point. One timed off the end wall by Reiners. Teams clamor for the puck up into the air. Reiners took a swat at it. Perreault was right there. Got a chunk of that. And then it's Leonard. He comes in. Burst of speed down the right wing and a shot up high and all the way down. 7:20 remaining here, third period. Sophomore goaltenders in the nation here in Posh and Fowler. Just been tremendous. Wiley zigzags his way right at the red line as Ryman. Nearing 4 minutes left. Up to Ashan.
Nice.
Takes a long pass from Litke, and then Rosborough in on Fowler. Makes another save. Huskies now peppering Fowler. Playing with a little desperation here, of course, in a 2-1 game. Trying to get this one knotted up. Perreault overskated the puck, but then he recovers nicely.
Or did he?
Gives it to Fortescue. Backhands it around. Leonard waits. Helps it up to the blue line. Off the leg. Out in front of Posh and back into the corner. Changing directions is Hagens. James Hagens. Gustafson to the middle. Just chips it in to get it deep. You've got the lead. That's not a bad strategy. Cooper Wiley.
Keep it low. That's what you want to do. You don't want to allow the other team to have puck possession and to regroup comfortably. You want them to be uncomfortable and to stay in there on the entire time.
Hershuk, lead pass Leonard. Comes across. His pass was bothered by a Husky stick. It's going to bounce for Hagens. Seems like he's been on the ice forever here. And there he goes off to the bench. It's a long shift for the freshman.
Right up you see that. He just, the shoulders.
Check. Husky just went
It's
down,
not.
slow to get up. That's a coin. No whistle. Fans up in the arms. Coming back is Hagens. Poked
I love
away.
the homerism of these fans. They are fantastic.
Thorson.
Listen to these guys roaring.
Thorson coming back. He is impeded. Slowed up. Not enough for a penalty. Back up to the blue line.
Yeah,
Fault.
yeah.
Zinger shot. Off of
Come on
bodies.
now.
It was loose out in front and cleared out of danger by Hershuk. Puck was right there in the crease. Now here comes Ashan. Works his way to the middle.
Throw a knuckle puck on net. I don't care how it gets on net. We just got to find a way to get it on net.
Had it knocked away. Perreault heading to the bench. And now you look up. Minute 15 remaining in regulation.